I want my childhood back. I want to be a girl again. These words by Halima. This. This broke me. I've never shed this much tears in a movie in a long while. The story, the storytelling, the cast, the performances. Everything. Quite timely for the case of late Ochenya Elizabeth Agbanj, this story addresses child sexual abuse, early child marriage, obstetric fistula, VVF, sex trafficking, infant and maternal mortality, lack of medical facilities, inefficiencies in the medical system as rural areas hardly get the much-needed help. Child abuse is gruesome. It breaks the victims, it traumatizes the victim, it kills them even before death itself. Written, directed, and produced by Stephanie Okereke, this 2015 medical drama titled Dry hits different as it addresses salient issues prevalent in our society, and it's heartbreaking that somewhere somehow in our country some perverts and pedophiles still hide under and are enabled by some stupid cursed customs aiding and abetting underage marriages, emotional, gripping, educational, compelling, relatable, and captivating. This movie is currently streaming on Next Page TV on YouTube. It's a 10/10. For all the Zaras, Halimas, and Ochanyas. My heart bleeds. Have you seen this? What did you think? For all the Zaras, Halimas, and Ochenya, my heart bleeds. Have you seen this? What did you think? Yes, it's 10/10. Saw it in 2018, and the movie wowed me. Perfect timing for the producer. Exactly what happened to Ochenya happened to the young girl. I don't want to watch it again because it made cry like a child. Maybe I will download it for my daughters to watch. A must-watch for all girl child. Just started watching it. The first scene told me I'm not in the wrong movie will revert when I'm done. The last time I saw this rating from you was in The Lion King Mufasa, even though I didn't agree with the rating. I'll be back. I don't want to remember how I cried my eyes out the day I watched this movie. It was so heartbreaking. Then I remember all the real-life Halima out there, how they go through pains, physical and emotional, because they can't control their lives, how their parents forced them into early marriage. This movie broke me. Movie review, Dry 2014, a powerful, heart-rending masterpiece by Stephanie Okereke. Synopsis, Dry tells the parallel stories of Halima, a 13-year-old girl forced into marriage, and Dr. Zara, a successful medical doctor haunted by her own traumatic childhood. Halima, played with heartbreaking realism by Zubaida Ibrahim Fag, is married off to a 60-year-old man, and her life spirals after a difficult childbirth leaves her with vesicovaginal fistula VVF. Abandoned and shunned, she eventually crosses paths with Zara Stephanie Okereke, who is determined to help her reclaim her life. Through these two women, the film exposes the brutal realities of child marriage, abuse, and the neglect of women's health in rural communities. Observations 1. This film isn't just a movie, it's a social mirror. Stephanie Okereke wasn't playing around. As writer, director, and producer, she brought incredible emotional depth and a keen eye for detail. The story is tough to watch, but necessary. You feel every tear and every moment of injustice, too. The performances were raw and unforgettable. Halima's plea, I want my childhood back. I want to be a girl again. Can you give me that? Cuts deep. It's a scene that leaves a lasting ache. The cast, from veteran Liz Benson to William McNamara, delivered performances that felt real and lived in. 3. Visually, the film uses the stark contrast between rural despair and urban life to draw attention to the wider themes: lack of healthcare access, societal neglect, and the horrors of forced child unions that still exist today in some parts of the world. The timing of this film, making its way to YouTube, made it particularly poignant, as it coincided with public outcry over the case of Ochanya Agbanj and similar tragedies. What works well? 1. Emotional storytelling. It grips you early and doesn't let go. 2. Educational value. Tackles child exploitation, medical injustice, and women's rights with clarity. 3. Performance. The actors didn't just play their roles, they embodied them. 4. Cultural relevance. Still painfully relevant a decade later. Dry is a film with purpose. It speaks for the voiceless, challenges harmful traditions, and highlights the bravery of women fighting against oppression. Stephanie Linus deserves all the flowers for this fearless and deeply moving film. Rating 10/10 - absolute nothing. A must-watch? Not for the faint-hearted, but for anyone who believes in justice, empathy, and the power of storytelling to inspire change. I'll leave the link in the comments section. The movie is worth every watch. Watched it this morning and I couldn't hold my tears. A great lesson. If only we can have movies that build and sensitize the society more often. Like I cried watching this movie, like the broken heart of a 13-year-old girl wishing to be a girl, and when she called Zara mom and gave up the ghost, it was really a carrying part for me. This is what is called filmmaking, art, storytelling, and lessons learned. Can someone tell these YouTube producers to take a leaf out of this film and learn from these producers?